Hey, what's going on, everyone? Adam C here. So, my Bucolepturus green has popeye. I've treated it 3 or 4 times, with the recommended Epsom salt, Melafix, everything you can think of to treat it. And when I have done that, within a week or so of being in the hospital tank, he gets better. It looks a lot better. I return him to the tank, and then within a week, the eye basically explodes again. Popeye is fluid under the eye. It can be caused by trauma, bad water parameters, even sometimes genetically. My water parameters are all in check. Never saw any damage to the eye, so I'm not sure what it is. Just one of those things. But it's not getting better with what I'm doing, so I'm trying something a little more drastic. I don't really recommend doing this unless you feel like you need to, but the eye's big enough now where it's causing him to float sideways, and if I don't do something, he's going to die for sure. So we're going to do something a little bit drastic here. And what that is, some of you have seen me do this before, I'm going to put him under, and I'm going to see if I can get a needle behind his eye and drain that fluid and just see what that does. I'm not sure that I'm really going to show the needle part on camera because that's not the most ideal thing to see. But we'll just see how it goes. So to put a fish under, some of you may know, you can use clove oil. It knocks them out. They use it at big aquariums to put fish under for surgeries. I've done it before on my exoanogenesis. Some of you guys have seen that before. It just puts them under. And you put them back in fresh water afterward, and they will wake back up, as long as you don't go nuts with it and use too much. So, as IFG said in his previous video, my towel is wet. Got a regular clear water, fresh water. I'm getting ready to put some clove oil in that water, and that's where he's going to go, and he's going to get KO'd. So let's start and take a look here, see what we got. So first I'll show you his eye if I can catch him. Okay. You can see clear problem there. So let's put him in this tank here. Get a better view so you guys can see this, how this stuff can work. Just put a few drops in, like such. Okay. Now let's watch. We're going to wait till he goes belly up. It's not going to be all that long. I'm putting him under because I don't want him to have to feel the pain of me sticking a needle behind his eye. And guys, I can't stress enough, if I had any other option, I assure you I would do it. I'm not trying to do something like this. It's just sometimes if you don't do something, they're going to die. So I mean, what's the risk? So bear with me as he passes out here. I'm going to let him turn over and go under for maybe 10-15 seconds just so I know he's out for good. I don't want him to wake up when I'm doing it. It's going to make my video boring if he doesn't flip over here soon. Okay, they're starting to go over sideways. Don't worry, he is not dying. If I left him in here for 2 or 3 minutes, he'd probably die. But I'm just leaving him in here long enough for him to get knocked out. See, the gills are still moving. He's just falling asleep. Okay, so what I plan to do is, I plan to insert that needle behind his eye. I'm not going to show you guys because it's probably gross, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. If it doesn't go well, which I hope it will, I'll just put him back in this clove oil water and he just won't wake up. That would be unfortunate, but he's just suffering now. He's not eating. He can't even swim. He just floats to the top of the water. Okay, so let's move this over here so I can get some space to set the camera back up. You can see, he looks dead. He's not. Alrighty, so let's try our luck here, guys. Turn the camera for a second, and I'll be right back. I know some of you guys probably want to watch, but I think the majority probably would not. Needle is sterilized. So we're starting here. Sorry, I know you guys are waiting, but just gotta take your time sometimes with stuff like this. I'm not 100% sure this is gonna work. I'm not even 50% sure this is gonna work, but this is better than not trying anything at all. Okay, so I'm done. I got the needle behind his eye. It wasn't all that pleasant of a thing to do. I'm not enjoying it. And we got him back in some fresh water here. So I'm going to stir this water up for him. You can see he looks terrible. I mean, that was to be expected. I need to get that clove oil off of his gills and get some fresh water going here. It's really disappointing for this to happen. You can do all the right things. I've tried all the medicines. It just simply doesn't work for him, or it hasn't worked yet. So I thought, what the hell, we'll try this. And what I plan to do is, first of all, I don't expect this to save his eye. You know, I've never seen this done on YouTube or anywhere else. I researched it. I haven't seen anyone else try it. But I do know that popeye is caused by fluid behind the eye, so I thought maybe I'd try to drain it somehow. But what's probably going to happen, he's probably going to lose that eye. Or if this flames up again, I'm probably just going to put him under again and remove it. That way at least he can live relatively normal after that. And if he survives, I will probably just grow him up a little bit until it's warm outside. And then anybody who wants him, I will send him to you if you want him as a one-eyed showfish. If you want him as a Bucolepterus green breeder, he'd be great at that. He is wild caught, so he has quite a bit of value to him. So he's certainly not a worthless fish. Not that the type of species really determines what a fish is worth, but oop, I hit him there. Come on, buddy, come back around. You can see he's still breathing. I'll probably give this till 9 minutes or so, 9 or 10 minutes. If he's not back around by then, I'll probably just cut the video short and give you guys an update at a later time. Appreciate everyone watching. You can see we're sitting here on the floor. Got the 220 up here. Got the 125 that he came out of over here. There's a few new fish in there that I haven't discussed recently. I'll do so in a previous video. He's still breathing, trying to come around. I think we're starting to breathe a little better here. This is turning into a longer video than I expected. Sorry everyone. I don't blame you if you cut this one short. You can see he still is breathing. So within a few minutes here, I hope he turns around. But if you guys are ever looking for something to use in a situation like that, this is what you can use. It's clove oil. I got this on Amazon. It was $8 or $9. Didn't cost a lot. I use this, a lot of you probably haven't seen, quite a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, my anagenus had a big growth on the inside of his mouth. So I put him under. I actually removed that. He wasn't able to eat with the size of that growth. And that worked very well. He didn't go under nearly as long as this guy, probably because this was a bit more of a invasive thing. see if we can speed this up a little bit. Maybe we'll put him above some bubbles here. There we go. Get that clove oil off of his gills. And he's going to go in a hospital tank after this. He's going to be in there for quite a while. There's no question on that. And I think he'll survive. It's just I'm not sure that he's going to maintain both eyes, but that's sometimes the way it goes, unfortunately. I'd rather have him one-eyed and have some sort of life as opposed to just dead from losing an eye. See if we're moving any better yet here. There, we're getting our fins going. You can see his eye is just in rough shape. Let's move him over to his hospital tank with the venustus, and we'll see what comes of that. So I put one of those dividers in here, easy to do. Put him in here and see how we're doing. There we go. We're starting to come back around. So we'll see how it comes along. I'll do an update here in a few days. I'm not optimistic about the eye, but I felt this was my really only and best option at this point. I appreciate you guys hanging around for 13 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but sometimes that's the way it goes. So I'll keep you updated in the future. Thanks for watching.